Welcome to TuberChat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The first channel that we're looking at today is called Dixie Cuddle Fitness. Now, this is a creator I'm still getting to know, but I wanted to introduce this channel to everybody right away because I actually caught them in a live stream not too long ago, visiting somebody else and just spreading all kinds of positivity. And the reason why we feature channels here on TuberChat in this way is to introduce you to generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, first of all here in the stream, but also so that when we're not streaming, you can go back and find some of these creators. We do it across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. So it's based on generosity that I see both here in the TuberChat community and out in the YouTube streets. I'm out as well, you know, trying to bounce in between premieres, live streams, watching videos as much as I can also, and it is very heartwarming to walk into a live stream and see some people, you know, just inspiring each other, motivating each other, and spreading positivity. And that's what I noticed right away from Dixie Cuddles Fitness. So I did have to move these live streams around a little bit. This channel was meant to be featured last week. I had to shift things, but I hope everybody will connect with them. They're already well over 1,200 subscribers. We'd love to push them on the way towards 1,300. Now, I did say I've got to get to know this creator a little bit better. So I'm going to take their one of their latest videos, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up with this creator and get their content rolling a little bit more for myself. But also, I noticed that they've got a premiere coming up. So what I'm recommending to everybody these days is to turn on notifications for everything that you see where a notification is available, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, because it sends a signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. And as you can imagine, that'll be beneficial for any creator. So I see there's some action in the chat right now. Swoop Like Me, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Swoop Like Me has done that before. I'm going to make that the first channel that we look at before I spin the wheel in a moment. I've got a few names on there already. We missed Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More's channel yesterday, and I never mean to do that. Somehow I overlooked it, but Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is here both as a member and a moderator. I Am Betty J Gathers is already on the wheel. The Weightlifting Geek happens to be a gold member. We will see their channel every single day, and the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, as well as their link, will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Scratch and Pete PA and Hilda DC are both part of our moderator squad. They are incredibly generous and supportive creators. I've got them both on the wheel. Kristen Welton, my love, is here as a member and a moderator. I see that Needs Watches is in the house. I'm just getting them onto the wheel. Michael's Adventures is with us. He wasn't expecting to be with us today, and just due to a change in work schedule, we're lucky to have him here for an extra day. So I hope everybody will connect with all of our moderators. They are all generous creators. They go over and above to support others, and I hope you'll connect with them so you can see what I mean and the support that they'll give back to you. Woman Outdoors is here for anybody that's brand new in the chat today. I hope you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Chris and Larry Homestead is here with almost, well, I don't want to jinx it right now. They were well over 9,000 subscribers and almost at the next level yesterday. We'll see where they are today. And I'm going to do some more introductions. Now, Woman Outdoors and Chris and Larry Homestead have been added to the wheel. Macix team, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Andre Southgate, always a pleasure having you here. Cali King 916 comes to us from Sacramento, California. Come Hither with Heather is here from Australia. Facing Reality is here from Jamaica. So it's wonderful that all of us have YouTube channels with an audience and a family and a viewership and friends from around the world. Craig's Outdoor Adventures, you're right, it looks like a busy start again, so thank you for coming in. Earth Varieties, good to see you here. Eerie Frog always spreads positivity through the chat. I think Epale Evans Vlog is here for the first time. Let me know if I'm mispronouncing that. I certainly don't mean to. Hopefully you're feeling welcome, and our instructions are always in our video description, so you can maximize your time here. Garden to Table with Heather Lynn, it's great to see you. Great Farmer Freelance is a fellow Canadian. Good to have you here. Hendrickson Family Farm actually caught on a live stream just a little while ago today. Lady S and Family, it's good to see you here. Painting with Squirrels and Patty Southern Kitchen and more, it's good to have you both here. Purple Tube is a longtime friend of TuberChat and somebody who enjoys helping people in their YouTube journey. Rusty's Rambles, good to see you here. Talk with Tori is back in the house. That British Train Spotter 1 is here along with Trish the Natural. So thank you all for coming in, and Have Cheetah Will View is a longtime friend of TuberChat as well. I don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And again, we're looking at Dixie Cuddle Fitness. And one more time, the reason why I wanted to introduce this channel to everybody was because I, bouncing between premieres and live streams the other day, ran into somebody else's live stream. I don't remember where it was, to be honest with you, and saw Dixie Cuddle Fitness just spreading positivity through the chat. And I was so happy to see that. And I just want everybody to understand here in TuberChat, I put so much focus on that kind of generosity, the uplifting of all creators to each other, so that when you connect with somebody like Dixie Cuddle Fitness, you'll find that kind of support coming back to your channel. Not to mention that's the kind of thing that they, kind of spread everywhere that they go, I'm sure. And that is great for your audience as well. So you can keep that in mind when you're building out your family on your channel. So next up is Swoop Like Me. They dropped a super chat on us. They've done that before. I really do appreciate that extra support to get us started for today, and then we'll get to spinning our wheel in another moment. When we get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, we'll add some names from our chat list. And Swoop Like Me is an incredibly supportive creator. Now, the other thing I notice about Swoop Like Me is the fact that when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them regularly and in different places supporting other chats and other hosts. They're always engaging conversation. That is a great service to any host, because when you engage in true conversation, it sends real engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm, and that's the kind of thing that can see a live stream pushed out even farther while it's happening. So I hope everybody will connect with Swoop Like Me. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and I'd love for you to see that kind of support coming back to you as well. And then you have Macix team, it's a little bit fast. So forgive me, because if I've missed anything in the chat, like a question or a comment that you meant for me specifically to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I will try to catch it the next time around. I'm always behind when we start the stream and when I'm doing my introductions. A 15-year veteran of YouTube is in the house. Metrosonic, it's good to see you. Again, my friend, Armstrong Adventures is fairly new to TuberChat, just here for the second time, but it's good to see you back. Jeremy D-Day's been with TuberChat from the very beginning with 2 different channels. It's good to see you. And Four Corners Custom Products is here. They happen to be a member, and so we'll put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, or as soon as I forget and Scratch and PPA catches my mistake and notices. Mr. Bubbles is in the house. We got to make sure we get the spelling right on that one, but Mr. Bubbles is here, and they're here frequently. So again, Swoop Like Me, an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. It's pure variety on this channel, but I'm going to take one of their latest stream replays. I wonder if I added this into my catch-up list. No, I didn't. Okay, so I've got this here to catch up with. Yesterday I did this as well. I do it every day here on TuberChat. I just add not everybody's videos, but a lot of videos just into one simple playlist that I can let run, so that I just don't fall too far behind with everybody's channels. You can imagine now, TuberChat subscribes to every person that is part of our family. That's over 3,800 channels now, so it's a lot to keep up with. So I do run more videos than I watch, but I try to watch as many as I can, of course. But every day you'll notice that I put a few videos into this special playlist that I've made. Playlists can be a great tool for keeping up with channels in that way, and then I can just let that run, and you know, everybody gets a little bit of watch time and things like that. Mr. Bubbles, look at that, you're coming up right away. So this is the first channel today chosen from the Wheel of Doom. Mr. Bubbles is somebody who spent a lot of time here with TuberChat, but we don't always get a chance to see their channel. I just wanted to put it on the wheel early today. But we've got Mr. Bubbles here. So again, you just want to make sure you're spelling this properly. It is Mr. Bubbles, but with no spaces. As long as you spell it right, it should come up first or very close to the top in the search results. Yours will be different than mine, of course, but we just want to match the avatar, make sure we've got the right channel as well. The BC Family Dispatcher, good to see you here. When I talk about the idea of playlists, I'm going to take another video from Mr. Bubbles, add it into that catch-up playlist as well. And then if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. We're moving a little bit quicker out of the gate today than we usually do, and I see that Corinne's Life is in the house. She's here as a member and a moderator as well, so I'm going to get her right onto the Wheel of Doom. Now, the Weightlifting Geek is coming up right now, but we're going to get an even better look at their channel in a couple of hours. They've got a premiere for us today. This one here, Lil Man Football Time. I've got my notification on, but we'll be rating that in just over 2 hours. So there's lots of opportunity to meet more friends and family members today. The Weightlifting Geek will allow and encourage you to meet more friends while you're in their live chat as well. Josephine, pardon me while I try to pronounce this. Josephine Adeniji, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Dave Collier Camping, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then the Weightlifting Geek wants to motivate us with a lot of fitness. We see that, but they also have a lot of motivation that comes through and a ton of energy during their vlogs. They do this frequently, just about every single day. I'm going to take the latest one, put it in my catch-up list as well if I didn't already. See, I did yesterday. The check mark is already there, but I haven't run the whole playlist. I actually had more videos than I thought, so I didn't get through it all, but I've got that in there. The Weightlifting Geek is bringing us shorts, videos, and live streams, so all three types of content. And then with 921 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther there as well. They've got a second channel here, the Greek Griller ASMR. The Geek Griller ASMR, and we can have a look at what they're coming up with there. Tatty Girl Hurdy, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect with each other. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I've just added your other video here on the second channel, the Geek Griller ASMR, so that I can keep caught up with that as well. Woman Outdoors just dropped a super chat on us, so we're going to put that channel up right away. They happen to be a member, but we're gonna let them skip the wheel and get up right away because of that super chat. They've done that before, so thank you for that extra generous support. I really do appreciate that. Woman Outdoors brings us camping as well as outdoor cooking, bushcraft, and fishing. And this is an incredibly supportive creator, so much so that I actually was confused as to this channel's category because I ran into them so often out supporting other creators. The reason I put so much focus on that is just for you to understand what kind of support you can expect from them after you connect with them. But Woman Outdoors is here with us just about every single day. Gloria's Platter, good to see you here today. Thank you for coming in. I think we missed you yesterday. I think you were here, but not quite long enough to have your channel up, but I could be mistaken. And pardon me, cat hair flying around the house too. When it's summer, I'm in close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada, so you know we've got air conditioning on and this and that, but the we have a couple of fans running, and the fans are you know, they kind of blow everything everywhere, and I pet the cats too much. I'm allergic to them actually, so I have to take allergy medicine every day, but I can't help myself but want to play with the cats, and then I pay for it afterward because their hair is flying all over the place. Hobbs Horror, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Woman Outdoors has 661 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to see their unboxing video. It's great that we see people doing these sticker swaps. I'm assuming that that is what's happening here, because they're talking about channel stickers and an unboxing video. Sticker swapping is a big thing with a lot of different YouTubers, and I didn't even realize that it was a thing until actually Yogi Hollow Farm sent me their sticker and a nice little note, kind of like introducing themselves and thank you and things like that. They'd been here before, and I thought that was a really, really cool thing. Now that I understand, then you start to notice in the background of a lot of creators, you know, their backdrops and things like that. I'm using a green screen, but for people who do it, some of them have a wall or a poster board or you know, one of those like pin boards and things like that, and they put their stickers on. It's kind of cool, but it's a great thing for everybody to do. I'm hoping that one of these days, for those of you who don't already know, I'm very much into vinyl records, and I intend on getting a couple more special record crates that I will put all my YouTube stickers on. Sis Izzy Thomas, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I caught them on a live stream, I think yesterday. Diana Brianne Fairchild is another creator with thousands upon thousands of subscribers. She enjoys helping people with their YouTube journey as well. I hope you'll connect with her. So let's spin the wheel. Let's get another channel up here. Woman Outdoors, thank you one more time for your super chat. For that reason, we put that channel up right away, of course, and you have knocked some more life off of our stream boss for today. That's the video game life meter under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss, and very soon somebody else will take over and get some extra exposure for that reason. And then as well, Triple Threat, Firearms and Defense Inc. is in the house. They want to help us with self-sufficiency. And then the Gaming Ham, thank you for another super chat. Hilda DC is coming up on the screen from our Wheel of Doom. She's part of our moderator squad. The Gaming Ham will be next, and I see that Hendrickson Family Farm is coming in right behind them with another super chat. So thank you for that extra support. I really do appreciate that. Hendrickson Family Farm will come up right after the Gaming Ham. Hilda DC is a very much loved and well-respected creator. Like I said, she's part of our moderator squad, but she's been a dear friend to me for a very long time. All of our moderators here are dear friends of mine. They have been for quite some time. They're all dear friends to each other, and they all allow and encourage everybody to connect in their live chats the same way that we do here. So you'll meet more friends and family members with all of them. Now, Hilda DC is posting just about every single day between premieres and live streams, so you'll meet lots more friends and family members over there as well. And I see that Kristen Welton, my love, has just dropped a highlighted milestone message through the chat, and those are special messages available to members on any channel where they are enabled, and it runs through the chat. As you can see, it looks like a super chat, but it's colored green for the members. They're at no extra cost, and they do knock some life off of the stream boss, as you can see. So Kristen Welton managed to snipe that position now, and she'll get a little bit of extra exposure for that reason. The Peace and Love family, thank you so much for your membership. I really do appreciate that. I always put members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. So since you've started a membership now, I'm going to add you right onto the wheel. That's the Peace and Love family. So we'll be looking forward to being introduced to your channel and see what you've got going on there soon enough. And thank you for that. And my dear goodness, are we ever moving fast today? So forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat, connect and grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Again, we're looking at Hilda DC. Woody and Wendy are happy. You'll have to be introduced to them on her channel. I can see I'm behind with Hilda again, but we always spend a few minutes each week keeping up with each other. I'm just going to, I'm going to take one video for now and put it in my catch-up list, but I'm going to catch up with all of Hilda DC stuff soon. She posts just about every single day, and like I said, sometimes they're premieres, sometimes they're live streams. She does StreamYard panels. She has other people join her. She's having some great success with shorts as well, so all 3 types of content on this channel. And Tatty Girl Hurdy. So it takes quite a while to get onto the wheel or the screen, but it is open to everybody. Members get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Superchatters get put on the screen right away in order. Like we will see the Gaming Ham and Hendrickson family farm soon. And then once the wheel gets down to about 5 or 6 names, I start adding from our chat list, and I have a robot that helps me with the order in which I add names to the wheel, and that is based on how much you're interacting with the chat, much more than how long you're here. But that's just a hint for everybody. TCG fam, good to see you here again, and I know I just missed another channel coming in. I'm going to try to catch up a little bit here. I don't mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Oh, I know I missed a channel coming in. So pardon me for that. Like I said, as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. But we're moving so quickly now. It is something else trying to keep up. Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. Thank you so much for that super chat. For that reason, your channel is going to be up right after Hendrickson Family Farm. That's a channel I'm actually having a good time getting to know. Because at first, I noticed that they had a lot of gardening videos, and I was slightly confused, to be honest with you, because the name doesn't speak gardening to me. Then I realized, we took an extra second to go through their about page and things yesterday, and I realized that they want to help us with prepping and self-sufficiency and things like that. So definitely a very resourceful channel. We'll look forward to looking at that again in another 10 minutes or so. God Soldiers, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Now, Hilda DC, in her content, more than anything else lately, is doing a lot of mukbang-style challenges and product reviews. And during these videos and live streams, she's got a lot of positive affirmations going on. That could be from the creator herself or in special effects that are running on the screen during the videos and streams, and she's even got the robots helping as well. The Innes family, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for the question. So when it comes to things like memberships, you'll notice here, like Hilda DC, for instance, has them available. TuberChat, of course, is a member because she's one of our moderators. But here, right beside the subscribe button, is where you will find usually a button that is colored blue, like this one here that says join. Now, memberships are not available in every country, so it's something to keep in mind. Not everybody has that available. And, you know, here, things like super chats and memberships are Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. You know, we keep everything open to everybody. The wheel, the screen, all that stuff is available to everybody. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member. Those things just speed it up for a few channels. Thrifting with MJ Beans, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then yeah, the Innes family. So it's just I appreciate the consideration, but memberships and things like that are run through that system with those buttons beside the subscribe button. Swoop Like Me just became a member, so thank you for that. We looked at Swoop Like Me earlier because they dropped a super chat on us. Otherwise, I would have put them on the wheel right away. I Am Betty J Gathers is talking about how important it is to watch videos when they're delivering a present. Yes, okay, so one of the things that I don't mention enough lately, because TuberChat's been around for a little while, we always have some new channels in the chat. So if you haven't been to TuberChat before, or not very many times, it's very important to consider the procedure in which we connect with each other. And I know that sounds a little bit geeky, but it's very important that we're doing as much as we possibly can. YouTube likes to play games with all of our numbers, our subs, our views, our even our thumbs down disappear after a few days, our watch hours, everything. So the way that we connect specifically, along with my hints for how to make it most effective here in TuberChat, start by making a conversation with somebody here in the chat. You can reach out to anybody. I recommend taking your time, meeting people one by one. There are always lots and lots of people here to connect, and everybody's here for the same thing. But once you start a conversation, you can let somebody know that you want to connect with them. Once you've got their attention and they know your intentions yourself, you can head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. Very important that we watch that video from beginning to end, and leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. You don't want to say nice vid, or hi fam, or friend from TuberChat, or anything that hundreds of other people might be saying. Otherwise, your comment could get caught by the YouTube spam filters, held for review, and you might lose that connection. But if you follow those steps, then give a simple thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on as you see me do for all creators. Your connection should stick. Then come back into the chat, let the creator know you've done all of those things. They will turn around and do the same thing for you. Rock Chick Beauty's in the house. Good to see you here. And forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Arsenic Element is in the house. And then, yeah, God Soldiers, it happens all the time. Lonnie Songs and Other Things, thank you so much for another super chat. I appreciate that. They've done that countless times already. Lonnie Songs and Other Things is going to come up right after Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. And yes, so if you do have something that I've missed seeing in the chat that you wanted me to address, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Fred Franklin is in the house. It's good to have you back as well. Now, Hilda DC, like I said, is an incredibly positive, motivating, and inspiring creator, so I hope everybody will connect with her. We don't have a sub count, but we know she's fully monetized, so well over 1,000 subscribers now. Let's get to, we've got a small list of super chatters that we got to get through before I can spin the wheel again. The Gaming Ham is going to come up first. And then, yeah, Thrifting with MJ Bean. Sometimes they go up and down by even more numbers. It's a cause of a lot of frustration for everyone. They've been at this now for well over 1.5 years regularly. It happens several times a week. That British Train Spotter 1, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here for 2.5 hours every time I want to stream. And then Sis Izzy Thomas actually took over the Stream Boss position there. Did I miss that in the chat? I didn't mean to miss that. Let me scroll back. Sis Izzy Thomas dropped a super chat on us. Goodness. And Rock Chick Beauty came in right behind her as well. So forgive me for missing those for a second. but I caught them now, and I think we're caught up. And I'm going to put these channels up in order, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. The Gaming Ham's done this countless times. They happen to be a member as well. 197 subscribers, says that they're going to have 200 any time now. Could even be today. Joe Grace, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And the Gaming Ham is an interesting name for a channel because this particular creator is an advocate for the amateur radio community, lovingly known as ham radio, and you will often find this creator talking ham radio while playing video games like Mass Effect and Marvel's Avengers. So I hope everybody will connect with them. The Gaming Ham has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They've actually started another channel. We're going to have a quick look at that as well, the Metal Ham. This is where they want to show us some metal working. They started out with some safety videos, which is great to see, and we're looking forward to seeing what more they're going to come up with on this channel. So they've got 5 subscribers right now, and we'd love to encourage them by getting them a few more subscribers today. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. The next channel that we're looking at revolves around a 30-acre farm with all kinds of livestock and other things. The Hendrickson family I actually caught earlier today on a live stream, which likely will process soon. They're bringing us all 3 types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. They're here with us just about every single day, but I run into Hendrickson Family Farm supporting others regularly, if not almost every day, actually. Makeup Mom and Son is in the house, and they happen to be a moderator and a gold member, so we see their channel every single day in the slides that run in the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes as well. I need a quick moment. MLW Fishing Man, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I will be right back in a second. Holy jumping, we are flying today. So thank you, everyone. Hendrickson Family Farm has been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. You see they've got a lot of featured channels here. I'm happy to be a part of that. Of course, they're on our list as well, and you see some familiar faces there since they're promoting others. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They had an engaging live chat going on today. They had a couple of guests on their StreamYard panel, which was very cool because they're definitely advocates for helping others grow their channels. So let me get to Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. Thank you one more time, Hendrickson Family Farm, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For the same reason, we're putting up Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. now. And this is the channel I was talking about just about 5 minutes ago when I was saying I was confused when I first found them, or when they first came into the TuberChat family. It takes me a while to get to know channels, right? The more you're here, the more your channel gets put on the screen. I get to know the channel a little bit better. Over time, I watch videos and live streams and other things, and get to know the content as well. And then the idea is that over time, I will be able to promote your channel better every time you're here. And that's what I hope to do with Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. But when I had first seen them, I noticed that there's a lot of gardening videos. And you'll see what I mean, because you see these ones that I'm talking about here, right? These ones that I've watched. I'm still getting to know them. But there's Garden Tour here, May Harvest, another Garden Tour, and then here's something where they're preserving some vegetables as well. So with the name Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc., I didn't understand exactly right out of the gate what they were intending, but they're trying to help us with self-sufficiency. So, you know, growing our own food is a part of that, and then they get into other topics as well, which is great to see. And you can find all that on their About page. We scanned over that yesterday, And total preparedness and self-sustainable is a great addition to the TuberChat family. So we're happy to have them here, but they've been here just about every single day, and I see them out supporting others as well. 150 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 we know they're thinking about. Next up is Lonnie Songs and Other Things. So thank you both for your super chats. I really do appreciate that extra support for today. We're going to get back to spinning the wheel soon enough. Lonnie Songs and Other Things has 566 subscribers right now. I've caught them several times on live streams as well. And Lonnie Songs and Other Things could literally be doing almost anything when you catch them online. They have people come in and out of the chat, and they're always engaging. Sometimes they're literally singing, sometimes they're just hanging out, but always engaging as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Lonnie Songs and Other Things came right into the TuberChat family blazing with generosity right away. Definitely a loyal and dedicated supporter. We can see that they've got shorts as well as videos as well as these streams. So all three types of content from this creator as well. Now, let's get to our next channel, and thank you one more time for another super chat, Lonnie Songs and Other Things. Of course, I appreciate that greatly. Next up is Sis Izzy Thomas, and I actually caught them. Was it today or yesterday? I caught them on a live stream. Sis Izzy Thomas, and they actually had a guest. Was it this here? Wasn't this? Let me look through your recent videos and see if it's here. Here it is. They had a special guest on. This is somebody I hadn't been introduced to before then, Michelle C. N. Augustine. And it's interesting to me when we see creators promoting others. So I was really happy to see that. And Sis Izzy Thomas actually has now taken over our stream boss position as well. So when you look at the camera that I have right underneath, you'll see that video game life meter. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the current stream boss. Whoever knocks them out and takes over gets a little bit of extra exposure for a little while. As you can see, Sis Izzy Thomas, because of their super chat, is going to have that going. So thank you for that. And then next up, for the same reason, is Rock Chick Beauty, and we'll see what she's got going on her channel. Rock Chick Beauty is somebody who's been a longtime friend of TuberChat. Sis Izzy Thomas says they promote other gospel artists. Okay, excellent. And it's wonderful to see people promoting each other in that way and helping expand their audiences. So I'm always, very much happy to see generosity between creators. And, we put a lot of focus on that here. So, Rock Chick Beauty, I can see I'm falling behind with you. I must have added another video into my catch-up list, but I may just not have been through it yet. So, I'm taking in another one here. A Coca-Cola eyeshadow palette. That's interesting. Rock Chick Beauty brings us a lot of beauty, but she also brings a lot of product reviews, unboxing videos, some random live streams, and a lot of shorts as well. This creator puts a lot of focus on presentation, so you will see that she puts a lot of work into her thumbnails, banner, avatar. Those change up often, and the thumbnails are different for every single video, so she's very considerate about the presentation of each piece of content on the channel, if that makes sense. 751 subscribers right now, says that she will be at 800 soon enough. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther along that road. She reset and restarted her channel about a year and a half ago, and will soon have her 1K and, of course, be monetized, I'm sure. So, thank you one more time for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. Rock Chick Beauty has done that countless times, but it's time for us to spin the wheel again, so we'll get that done right now. If anybody has the ability to share this stream out, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into TuberChat right now, and because of the engagement signal sent into the algorithm, it could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay. Kelly and Tammy's Journey, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Natalie Nicole, it's good to have you in the house as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And Warmstrong Adventures. So we think as creators, I'm sure, that people see our front page often, and my bet is that it's probably a lot less than we think it is, although it could be a lot more than I think it is. But what happens is YouTube suggests your videos in different pages, like the home page, watch pages, search results, and things like this. And when you think about that, people don't get to see your channel. It's not like they get to look at it and decide whether they like you and then start watching videos. It's not how it works. What happens is your thumbnail and title are suggested to people in different ways, and those are what entices people to click. Once somebody has seen your content, then they're usually introduced to your front page and they can make their own decisions about your channel, whether they want to subscribe or explore more videos or playlists and things like that. So the thumbnail and title are absolutely essential. You can tell how you're doing on each individual video or as your on your channel as a whole by looking through your analytics. And on the new content tab, which took over for the reach tab, it's purple, you'll see an upside down triangle. We call that a funnel. And there's something in that funnel called a click-through rate. And what that means is the difference between how many times YouTube shows your thumbnail and title to people compared to how many times they click on it. And it even gives you instructions and values so that you can judge how well you're doing compared to general or average results that are out there, if any of that makes sense. But one of the things I can give everybody as a hint is if you read your analytics as much as you can stand it, then you will do very well, because you will recognize patterns, and we're not always looking for what we're doing wrong. We're looking for what we're doing right so that we can duplicate that success. The analytics tell you a story. Now, I'm a nerd and a geek, so I love looking at charts, graphs, numbers, statistics, and things like that. It's one of my favorite things. But I know not everybody loves it as much as I do. But if you read your analytics, like I said, you will find those patterns. Next up is Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. And this is a creator who's been a dear friend for a very long time. We actually missed their channel yesterday, but hopefully I don't do that too often. Sam is here as a moderator and a member, and an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. He spreads generosity over and above all the typical ways we see on YouTube. And then as well, Ricky Life 365, good to see you here. Hilda, thank you for reminding everybody to share if you can. I do appreciate it, of course. Now, on Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More's channel, you're going to find a lot of train videos. Sometimes he's at a station, sometimes he's showing us a train, both indoors, outdoors, sometimes he's taking a trip, sometimes it's just a look around. But there's a lot more variety on this channel as well, hence the Trains and More. He will do vlogs, he will do product reviews, unboxing videos, a lot of live streams. Some are random, some are like game nights or Q&As and things like that, very interactive. And I'm sure everybody will enjoy that. But Sam also will allow and encourage everybody to connect in his live chats the same way that we do here in TuberChat. Again, he is a moderator. All of our moderators are dear friends of each other. They are all generous creators. They've been dear friends to me for a very long time. And there is a very long-winded speech that goes behind my friendship with each of our moderators, the reason why they're here as moderators. And I recommend for everybody to connect with all of them. So I hope you will. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. We'd love to push towards 1,600 subscribers. As you can see, he is fully monetized with super chats and memberships available when you get there. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here as well and see what's happening with I Am Betty J Gathers. Tay Eats, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Not sure if I welcomed you earlier, but it's good to see you. I Am Betty J Gathers is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. She is probably responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up here on TuberChat because of her fun and energetic reminders. I Am Betty J Gathers is another creator who is an advocate for helping others with their channels. I keep missing her live streams. She live streams often and will always allow and encourage people to connect over there, so you'll meet more friends and family members when you're with her. She's very dynamic and energetic as a host, both in her videos and in her live streams. You can see that right away from the thumbnails. You can just get an idea of what goes on this channel. Lately, she's been trying to motivate us with healthy living more than anything else. A lot of videos based on intermittent fasting and things of that nature. A few haul and shopping type videos, reviews, and then as well these live streams. And she's very much able to interact with the chat. If that makes any sense, she does a great job of keeping the conversation going, but keeping up with the chat at the same time. And pardon me, let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. It's not going to be too long before it's time for me to get some names from our chat list as well. And we've got a brand new member that has just come into TuberChat for what might be the first time today, as a matter of fact. This is the Peace and Love family. So let's see what they've got going on their channel. Evangelist Melvina Thomas, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for the thumbs up. The Peace and Love family obviously is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, coming in and grabbing a membership right away. But we're going to have to get to know this channel. Now, I can see that they're bringing us shorts and videos. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is skim through your videos here. I'm not sure if they stream yet, or if streaming might be an idea for the future. But what I do is I look for a video around 10 minutes. I'm going to take this 21-minute video. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Okay, we're going to go on break for about 3 minutes, and then when we get back, we're going to have a look at the next channel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate it if you can. Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama, will be coming up in 3 minutes from now. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. All is fine, but I just had to address something that can't wait. So we're good for likely the rest of the stream with no trouble. So the Peace and Love family is up right now, but I did say we were just about to look at Four Corners Custom Products. Now, this channel changed its name. It's been many months since they did, but it was called Four Corners Custom Products Mobile, Alabama. What this channel does more than anything else is create merchandise and then give us a behind-the-scenes look at how that merchandise is made. Forgive me for everybody that I missed coming into the chat. I see Drunken Chef Barbecue is here. Hopefully we didn't lose too many people over that long break, but I do appreciate everybody's patience, of course. It looks like we're doing okay. Nita VR Designs, good to see you here. Forgive me for anybody that I've missed. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. I know it's a busy day today. So, Four Corners Custom Products also happens to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. This is somebody who's spreading generosity literally everywhere. When I bounce in between premieres and live streams for other creators, I run into them constantly, and they're always engaging conversation and things like that as well. Now, Four Corners Custom Products, it's wonderful that we have a resource like this. They print everything from t-shirts to hats to mugs to vinyl stickers, everything that can be printed. We can learn from them and then use this channel as a resource when it's time for us to think about creating those things to monetize our businesses and our channels as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Have Cheetah will view says I need some kind of energy. Yes, as a matter of fact, Kristen got me a coffee right before we started. I'm trying to switch from those energy drinks to coffee. I had an energy drink this morning, but the debate was to have another one right before TuberChat, which I don't want to do, or to get into coffee, which is a little bit better. But if you ever wonder how does this guy manage to speak a mile a minute for hours at a time, I bet that the energy drinks have something to do with it. I'm just going to see what I can do right now about adding some more names onto our wheel from our chat list. I think it's just about time. Crocheting with Leanne is talking about their playlist. So for anybody that would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. In the chat, other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Our new land, I think I welcomed you earlier. Forgive me if I didn't. The Love Empire, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Kristen Welton, my love, is coming up right now. She is here as a member and a moderator, but she's got her own channel doing her own thing. Now, she puts a lot of focus on presentation in a much different way than what we talked about earlier. Most of her thumbnails, at least over the last long while, match her banner and her avatar, which is great for branding, right? Now, she's got a couple of things coming up. You'll notice I've got my notifications on. She does pure variety on her channel. There are a lot of lifestyle videos here, some live streams, as well as collaborations with other creators, and then she's had some success with shorts, hitting almost 20 and almost 30,000 views. Now, she's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her when we get to her channel, including super chats and memberships. But what she's been doing lately is a lot of product reviews and unboxings, a lot of beauty products, actually, is what you'll find from Kristen Welton lately, but a lot of other things as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Like I said, she's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her when you get there. I'm just getting a few more names onto our wheel right now. Facing Reality is on there with Eerie Frog and Dave Collier Camping. And I think we're just about caught up. So forgive me again if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment. Then please just mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. That's true, actually. Have Cheetah will view. That's Patrick. He mentions that Kristen is coffee and tea famous. Absolutely, yes. She is definitely an advocate for both coffee, but especially tea. And she's got a lot of that in her videos as well. One of her latest videos was a trip to her favorite coffee shop, which is here. You can find that. It's in a beautiful town, just about 20 minutes away from where we are, close to Niagara Falls. And it's one of those towns that's got a lot of unique antique boutique shops and things like this, and it's just a gorgeous place. We've been out there a couple of times for live streams and things like that, but hopefully you'll enjoy that when you get to her channel. Of course, she's a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and with 1,400 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her to 1,500 and get her halfway to the 2K we know she must be thinking about. Let's look at Chris and Larry Homestead now. And I have to be careful when I talk about this channel and about how many subscribers they have, because I'm always wrong. It's always many more than I think it's going to be. And we see that actually in the last day, they've gone up a little bit more. They've got 9,900 subscribers. They are getting very close to their 10,000. And that is quite an accomplishment. So it tells you that there's a lot to be learned from these creators, as well as entertained and inspired by. But what I find most heartwarming about this particular channel and these creators is the fact that they're out supporting others, even at this level, right? You know, as you grow and follow more and more creators, you're gonna find it harder to support everybody as much as, you know, we all would like to. And that comes because you're following more and more channels. More people are supporting you. Some of the most generous channels that you find supporting you regularly, those numbers are going to increase. And, you know, you want to get back to everybody. You do what you can. But Chris and Larry Homestead are out supporting people all the time. And it's wonderful to see. So I hope everybody will connect with them. You'll find that kind of support coming back to you after you do. They're fully monetized, of course, with Super Chats and memberships available. They've got a website you can check out. And they are active on the other social networks, obviously. Now, I'm already caught up with the latest video, but I'm going to take another one. And I'm just going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to just catch up with a little bit more content. I've got a notification for their Monday live. I find it very challenging to catch live streams on Monday, but I still insist that one of these days I'll manage to catch it. We all have our schedules and work and family obligations and all the other things that life throws at us, but we can try. So Eerie Frog is coming up next. Now, this is a creator that always spreads a ton of positivity through the chat here in TuberChat. They're here with us every day. Eerie Frog is bringing us videos as well as shorts. Oh, I see you've got a few more video game. I'm just going to see this. I want to see this particular video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list right now. They're posting frequently. Eerie Frog seems to post every single day. And then Hilda DC. There's no time for a nap today. That's interesting. And we've got a long way to go. We still have another almost hour and a half, and then we're going to go and visit the Weightlifting Geek for a premiere that they've got set up. It'll be our first time visiting their channel, but they will allow and encourage everybody to connect the same way that we do here, so you'll meet more friends and family members when you're over there, and we'll all go raid together. I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment that they're ready to start. So I'm going to spin the wheel one more time, and it's already time for me to get some more names from our chat list onto the Wheel of Doom, so I'll do that in a quick second. Thrifting with MJ Beans, thank you for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in TuberChat, and hopefully we'll see you again shortly. Runneth Over Garden and Life has come in. Planet Mimi Vlogs is here. It's good to see you both. Makeup Mom and Son is up on the screen right now. She is another one of our moderators, but she's also here as a gold member. And that means that we see this channel every single day and the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so as well. Crocheting with Leanne. Forgive me, I was supposed to have put your channel on the wheel as soon as you got here. If any of our members notice me forgetting that, please feel free to give me a nudge. I will appreciate it greatly, because members are supposed to be added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. But Crocheting with Leanne, I've got you on there now. Makeup Mom and Son has over 1,200 subscribers. Of course, she's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her when we get there. She is a very much loved and well-respected creator, a dear friend of mine. And, you know, I keep saying this, but all of our moderators are dear friends of each other. They go way over and above when it comes to spreading generosity through both YouTube and in their lives. And there's a long-winded speech that goes behind my friendship with each of our moderators. Now, Makeup Mom and Son does a lot of variety on her channel. She does a lot of makeup and beauty product reviews and things like that. She's done some get ready with me type live streams. She live streams quite a bit, actually, and she brings us all three types of content. She's had great success with shorts. She hit 37,000 views on one of these, if I remember right. And then as well, she does a lot of interviews. So she's got a series called What's That Channel About? There's the How To Lady and Unstable TV, friends of ours there as well. And she does a great job of introducing us to other creators who've had impact on her. Some you recognize from the TuberChat family, but many you'll be introduced to for the first time. So I hope you'll connect with Makeup Mom and Son, see all the different things that she does. She's also active on TikTok these days, as well as Instagram and Twitter. But she hops in on other people's StreamYard panels, very much enjoys sharing content that way. And when you collaborate with other creators, you're really doing a lot for them, as well as yourself. You're expanding your audience. So I'm always happy to see that happening. Makeup Mom and Son is somebody who does StreamYard panels where she has people come on with her, and she shares her content by going on with other people regularly. So like I said, she's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get to her channel. Now, I'm going to show you a second channel from this creator. Caden Plays It actually belongs to the son of Makeup Mom and Son. So Caden is coming up with a few different videos. Hopefully we'll see some more shortly, some gameplay videos among other things, and a couple of shorts here as well that are both delicious looking. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with this channel as well. We'd love to encourage this young creator by pushing them a little bit farther towards the 40 subscribers they're soon going to be thinking about, and a little bit farther on that road to the first 100. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine. We see channels growing, hitting milestones all the time. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Hilda DC still in the background. And Needs Watches is coming up right now. This is an interesting channel to look at. The presentation is just stellar because they've done an incredible job with their banner. And you'll notice that right away, not to mention their avatar. And Needs Watches has been with TuberChat for several months now. They happen to be a member, so of course we put them on the wheel as soon as they got here. They've got almost 1,500 subscribers. They may actually even get there today or very soon. Grafted Branch Homestead, good to see you here. And interesting to have temperatures that high. I've never experienced anything like that I can ever remember. I think I'm way too far north for anything over 100. Needs Watches, like I said, look at the banner on this channel, the avatar. They are just spectacular, and it kind of speaks to the presentation or the branding that this creator seeks to put forward. But you see that they're a dynamic host as well. I've had the pleasure of catching them on at least one live stream, but I'm looking forward to catching them again, because they are doing one thing extremely well, and that's talking about watches. Of course, this is something that is, forgive the pun, but a timeless, enjoyment for a lot of people. There's people who collect watches. There's definitely a lot of advocates for different types of watches that they wear. Now, this channel, of course, is going to go over everything from different brands to different styles to different price points to the reviews, talking about positives, negatives, the do's and don'ts and things to look for when you're considering either purchasing or collecting different watches. So I hope everybody will connect with them and see what it's like to see a very focused channel that is still able to bring us different types of content, and hopefully we'll see some shorts from them as well. So let's spin the wheel one more time. And it is going to be time for me to get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list. So I'll do that right this second. I see that Chris's Clever Craft has come in. They happen to be a member. I don't think I welcome Mrs. VSNC09 as they came in. I did put them on the wheel. We're going to look at their channel right now. I finally caught them for another Sussex Saturday live stream today. And I'm looking forward to talking about that. Let's get Chris's Clever Craft onto the wheel. Like I said, they happen to be a member. He's actually got 4 channels now. And then I'll add some more names from our chat list. Oh, that's okay, Chris's Clever Craft. I just put you on the wheel. We'll look at your channel quickly. I'll just go through the main one for today then. And Dave Collier Camping. I did put you on the wheel already. Have Cheetah Will View will come up. It's been a while since we've seen Patrick's channel, but they are very active. They are interviewing different creators just about every single day. And then thank you, God Soldiers. I know it takes a long time to get onto the wheel and the screen these days. This has been another overwhelmingly busy couple of days. Craig's Outdoor Adventures is going to come up on the wheel, and I'm going to put one more channel here, Thrifting with MJ Beans. And we will talk about Mrs. VSNC09. So when I talk about the idea, I just caught them today on another live stream. I look forward to it, and the reason why is because when Mrs. VSNC09 does a specific type of live stream, they have an incredibly engaged audience and conversation that goes along with that stream. It's really something to see and fun to be a part of. So she does a lot of variety on her channel. Now here on the front page you can see the generosity in this creator, just putting a lot of featured channels up here. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. Obviously she does shorts, videos, and live streams. When we get into her videos page, you're going to see what I'm talking about. So she's been doing a lot of shorts and things like that, a little bit of variety in the midst of everything else. But today I caught this live stream, not an official, yeah, it is an official Sussex Saturday. There it is. She's got the title on the thumbnail. What she covers more often than anything else is the royal family. And of course, there are people from all over the world that are following their stories, their lives, and the different things that go along with the news about the royal family. Mrs. VSNC09 does a great job of leading the conversation on her live streams. So I recommend everybody connecting with this creator. She's here with us every day. She's an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She seems to be everywhere all the time supporting other creators. But then as well, I really would love for everybody to get an idea of what can happen when you lead conversation the way that they do, so that you can see the interactivity that happens within the chat. And I'm sure you'll be impressed when you get there. Carol, the girl miniature mukbang, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming into the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I see that Annabelle TV is here. They happen to be a member, so I'll put them on the wheel. Nordic Drip Coaching, good to see you here as well. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get you to pardon me for just a quick second. The Peace and Love family still hanging out. And the next channel that we're going to look at is Craig's Outdoor Adventures. Now, hopefully they're still with us, but we'll have a look at the channel either way. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn is still here. Craig's Outdoor Adventures. We'll get you onto the screen. Now, we know we got quite a few brand new channels in the chat today, so for anybody that hasn't been here many times, or if you're brand new, I can give you a hint as to how I put channels on the wheel and screen, the order in which I add them. It's run by a robot that I have here called Bottissimo. You probably recognize the name. And it does a great job in the background of keeping statistics based on how active everybody is in the chat. Comes up with an arbitrary calculation. It's more about how much you're interacting in the chat than it is about how long you're here. But it's a combination of both, and then when I need names for the wheel, I look over at my list and add them in order. Courtney Shanice Reviews, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Pardon me for just a second. I'll be right back, and then we'll talk about Craig's Outdoor Adventures. Our New Land has a great question. I was actually kind of waiting for when that was going to come up. So what they're talking about is why are they not able to pause the live stream and go back and catch something that I mentioned. So I have something turned off on the TuberChat live streams, and it's called the DVR, similar, you know, digital video recorder, right? So what that means is that anybody that's watching TuberChat at all is always watching it live. They're not able to go back. What can happen is people could accidentally click, or a simple glitch in the internet connection can cause them to pause just for a second, even if it's not noticeable. And you might find that you occasionally in different live streams are watching the chat, finding that the chat has nothing to do with what's going on the screen at that moment. That's just because you might have slipped behind. So I have that set intentionally on TuberChat. The replays are always there. You can always go back and watch the replay and catch something. But in the case of TuberChat, I found too often that people were falling behind, and then some of what people were asking or talking about in the chat wasn't coinciding, and it causes just the smallest bit of confusion. So in this particular live stream, I don't think it matters that much because we can always go back, or if there's something you needed me to clarify that I mentioned, you could just ask again, I'll mention it again, but the replays are always there afterwards. But it is an interesting question, so thank you for pointing that out, because if anybody did wonder why on earth can you not skip back, it's because I turned the DVR off on all of the TuberChat live streams on purpose. You don't have to do that. It's not something I recommend for everybody. You have to make the right decision for your own streams, but something that I do there. So hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. Grafted Branch Homestead, want to do your first live stream, really nervous, what to talk about and how to keep it going. So it's understandable, but I can tell you this, almost everybody that you talk to who has live streamed at least once before will say it's easier than it seems, right? Once you've done the first thing. The hardest one is the first one, but it's really not difficult at all, and I can promise you this, your chat will keep it going for you. The biggest recommendation I can make for anybody that's going to stream for the first time is to promote it as much as you can on the other social networks. Let everybody know, set it up in advance so that the title and thumbnail are seen maybe even for days ahead, so that people can prepare, set their notification, so that you have an audience, right? Because sometimes, you know, we go, especially when our channels are just starting out, it's possible to do a live stream and have nobody show up. That never feels good, and I've been there. Or to have a premiere and only 1 or 2 people are there. That's fine, and people enjoy those just as much in different ways as they do a busy chat like what we've got going on here right this second. You know, TuberChat did not start out with 40 or 50 people in the chat. When TuberChat first started, I don't even remember how many we had in the chat at a time, but we would max out at like 30 or 40 people coming through the whole stream. Now we get well over 100 channels in a 2.5 hour period. But anyway, the idea is that while you're live streaming, the chat will keep it going for you. If you can think back to high school, let's just say, for those of you who are beyond high school now, which is most of us, I know, you know, when you'd have like a special guest come into the class, maybe an author or some kind of an artist and things like that, And everybody in the class is afraid to ask a question, but what happens is eventually somebody says to the author, what kind of pen do you use to write your book? It's not the most engaging question in the world that's really going to help anybody else become a great author, but it does engage conversation. And what I'm talking about might be like half silliness now, so forgive me for that. But I just want to encourage you by telling you, I promise you, the chat is going to engage for you. If anybody here is planning on doing your very first live stream, you can feel free to message me on Instagram. I will be there if I can, right? I do as much as I can for everybody, you know, always, but I will always try to encourage people with things like that. But you will find that some of your biggest supporters, the people that you're talking to most often, will make an effort to come and help you. But the chat usually keeps the stream going, which is great. And that helps too. Yes, Dave Collier Camping. If you want to use StreamYard and start getting into having other people with you, that can help. Interviews are a great thing, or even just a discussion. I enjoy those. I enjoy hanging out. Some of our moderators do random live streams. They start hopping in together, and it's always fun when we do that. And then oh, thank you, Nordic Drip Coaching. Yeah, here it's interesting because, you know, there's lots of different growth streams out there. If I understand what you're saying right, properly, there are a lot of growth streams out there. There's a lot of other creators, they're not exactly growth streams, that will promote other channels, which is great. I tend not to do reviews here. I don't really talk about, you know, you could improve this, you could improve that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a great thing to do. But here the idea is just to simply promote the channel. The truth is the action here in TuberChat goes on in the chat. That's why the channel's named TuberChat, as opposed to Tuber Screen or Tuber Guy or Tuber Channels or anything like that, because I'm just here to do something for 2.5 hours while everybody connects with each other in the chat. And the best idea we have, of course, is to just put channels up, feature them, talk about them a little bit, right? Like Craig's Outdoor Adventures, which I am going to get to in just another second. Pop-up streams are fun. Have Cheetah will view. Now, Have Cheetah will view might have done more streams than just about anybody in the whole TuberChat family. As a matter of fact, they stream almost every day, and they hop in on other people's streams as well, which is great. Haunted by Haunted, forgive me for not welcoming you earlier. I did see you come in. Thank you for being here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I'm going to talk about this channel in a second. If anybody has would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, then please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. WellSpare Productions is in the house. They happen to be a gold member as well. Now I've got them on the wheel. Craig's Outdoor Adventures is an incredibly supportive creator. They're somebody who's out supporting others regularly. As you can imagine, they're bringing us all kinds of outdoor footage. You can see just by even the titles on what they've got going here. We see a fish in this thumbnail. We see them out with a couple of beautiful furry friends and hiking. So we're going to find a lot of outdoor adventures, obviously, from Craig's Outdoor Adventures. Look at the size of this here in their most popular video. And then they're bringing us shorts as well. Now, forgive me for not remembering. I thought that they... I wonder if live streaming might be an idea for the future for Craig's Outdoor Adventures, possibly. But I can tell you they're incredibly supportive. $1 Scratch Off King, good to see you here. Infor Media Live is out to help everybody with their channels and their videos. It's great to have you in the house. WellSpare Productions, look at that luck. You're coming up right away, and I think I just missed something in the chat, so pardon me for that. Let me get back. Oh, Infor Media Live, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've actually done that before, so I appreciate that. I'm going to put your channel up next. I did spin the wheel, so I'm just putting up WellSpare Productions right now, and then we'll get to Infor Media Live right after that. Some of you already recognize that creator as the Information Man Show, but we'll have a look in another moment. Rusty's Rambles is still in the house. WellSpare Productions happens to be a truck driver. They've become a great friend over the last long period of time. and they take us on their travels. Now, there's a lot of variety on this channel, so we do get ride-along live streams from this creator, and they're very unique because they've got a multicam setup. So while they're driving, we get to watch out the front window. They give us a second view out another window, and then the creator is there, and then they even allow other people to hop in on their StreamYard panel, which is incredible. But that's just one type of video on this channel. They bring us tons of variety. They bring us crafting, they bring us unboxings, product reviews. They have a furry friend of their own named Jester, who has actually many series of videos just based on them, and they collaborate with other creators when they can. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to WellSpare Productions. They have been an unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and a very dear friend for a long time. They are very they have a lot of intent, if that makes sense, when it comes to the idea of improving video production, expanding during their YouTube journey. They're constantly thinking about their viewers and how they can improve. And I love seeing that in creators. It's very easy to get complacent. I'm guilty of it myself, where you get into the habit of making videos and you just start punching them out without considering how you can improve in every single production. But WellSpare Productions has put a lot of work into their channel, a lot of consideration into improving their production, and you can see it, you can hear it, and this is a very engaging creator as well. So I hope you'll join them for one of the live streams I'm talking about as well. Infor Media Live is coming up next. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster through channels. We've got a long way to go. I've still got at least an hour, and then we're going to watch a premiere from the Weightlifting Geek, actually, as well. I thought I missed a channel coming in. The Stock Explorer, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Infor Media Live, you will recognize this creator, a lot of people, right away from the Information Man Show, which I think now has 13,000 subscribers, pretty close to it. I think they've passed it. They've got 1,000 subscribers on this channel already. They're growing rapidly, but you can see the professionalism on this channel just in the thumbnails alone, not to mention this is a dynamic host. Now, they've been doing a lot of live streaming, but the intent of this channel is to help you with your videos and your channels with literal how-to tips, tricks, and tutorials. So I hope everybody will join them, and they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to TuberChat ever since, I can't even remember now, probably from the beginning, because Information Man Show has been a friend for a long time. But what I'm going to do is take their latest video, I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will just help me stay caught up with this creator, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Again, forgive me for anything I'm missing in the chat. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I'm going to spin the wheel. When we get back down to about 5 or 6 names, I'll add some more channels onto our wheel from our chat list. Next up is Crocheting with Leanne. This is somebody who's fairly new to TuberChat, only having been here a couple of times so far, but had already become a member. Now, I've got them on the wheel because we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Like, for instance, Derek's Journey is about to be added. So I've got them on there. And Crocheting with Leanne is somebody I've still got to get to know, but when we talk about their channel, they basically let us know that they crochet as a hobby and a passion, and they're bringing us all kinds of different things they're going to make, including scarves, shawls, blankets, ponchos, and graphgans, which I still have to learn about. But this is very cool, and they are obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, so I hope everybody will connect with them. Now, as I get to know this channel, yesterday I took this video and added it into my catch-up list, as you can see, but I didn't get through the whole catch-up list, so I'll try to get that done in the next 24 hours or so. And as I get to know creators, The idea, of course, is that every time you're here, hopefully we put your channel on the screen, or most of the time. I get to watch your content over weeks and months, get to know a little bit more about the channel, and then eventually the creators behind the channel, hopefully, and I could do a better job of promoting you every time you're here. On that note, anybody can connect with me anytime. On Instagram, I'm there all the time. Facebook most of the time. Twitter some of the time. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if there's something you think I can help with. But I love talking YouTube, and I really enjoy hearing lessons learned along the way from other creators, things that can help everybody here in the TuberChat family, and then otherwise observations about things that you see out in the YouTube streets and things like that. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is Tracy and Phoebe. I've got them on the wheel now. All that fluff and stuff is here from Australia. Thank you for coming in. I'm hoping we can push Crocheting with Leanne a little bit farther towards the 300 subscribers we know that they're going to be thinking about. And next up, we're going to look at Runneth Over Garden and Life. They make frequent appearances here in TuberChat as well. So I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. Runneth Over Garden and Life is another channel I'm still getting to know. But they've actually been with TuberChat for quite a while now. They're doing a bit of variety, as you can see, when they talk about garden and life. So obviously we have a lot to learn from them, but they're giving us a great look behind the scenes at the creators behind the channel as well. Now I'm going to take your first harvest video, if I haven't already. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list so I can catch up here. But we see that these creators are bringing us a lot of shorts as well, which is great to see. And I'm just going to have a look through your videos for a quick second here. And you can see there's a lot of variety, but a lot to learn in the content on this channel. So I'm looking forward to getting to know them a little bit better. As you can see, 580 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. Sweet Fingers Dish, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Like I said, we've still got a long way to go. We've got another 50 minutes or so. We'll get lots of channels on the screen before we go for a premiere from the Weightlifting Geek. The Stock Explorer tweeted us out. Thank you for that. Anybody who tweets or retweets for TuberChat gets added into a special Twitter list that I have that's got over 150 people now that are in the TuberChat family and active on Twitter and willing to share for others. So the idea, of course, is if they're willing to share for us, they might be willing to share for you. And if you're the kind of person who is willing to share for other people, you'll find lots of friends over there you can trade favors with, and in that way might find some extra traffic coming into your videos and channels from Twitter, which is great to see as well. John Paul is in the house, an 8-year veteran of YouTube. It's good to see you here. And then we're looking at Dave Collier camping. So forgive me one more time, and forgive me if I'm mistaken about this, because I should know by now. I keep saying Dave Collier camping, and I can't be 100% sure whether it's Dave Collier camping, and I would love to get that. See, I'm Canadian, and because of our French being our second language, we all have to learn it through school. When I see a name ending in IER like that, I assume it's Dave Collier camping. But I'm just having a look through their about section as well, so I can get a better accurate couple of things to say about this channel. I'm not sure if they're still here with us right this second. You know, once you get onto the wheel, you're on the wheel, but I know not every single creator can stay here for 2.5 hours just because it's convenient for me to stream at this time. Hot tent camping, cooking, testing new and old products, a lot of cooking techniques as well, cast iron ovens, interesting. So a lot of variety here, but obviously camping related. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Obviously much to learn from this creator. I'm just going to take their camp cooking, ham radio, and the mystery plant video. The gaming ham might enjoy that as well. I can put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up afterwards. And, Collier? Is that... If I say Dave Collier camping, is that right? Or Collier? Yeah, let me know if it's meant to flow together like that. I do appreciate taking a moment to just correct me, because I love the idea of getting a name right. You know, a lot of us in the world, we like to say, oh, I'm not good with names and this and that. But, you know, I love to try so that I can basically promote your channel accurately when you're here. So I'm assuming that you mean Dave Collier Camping. And I'm going to try to remember that from now on. I'm sorry that it's taken so long. 980 subscribers means that they are on the road to 1K, and they're going to have that magical milestone any time now. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther today, but it's not going to be very long. There we go. Okay, so yes, Collier. Thank you very much for that. But they've actually been a friend of TuberChat for a while now. So again, I should have known that already, but we've got it. So I've got the name now, and they might even have their 1,000 subscribers within the next week or two, or very close to it. Have Cheetah Will View is coming up. Let's see what they've got going on. I haven't been camping in a long time. I went you know, often when I was a young lad. I happened to be a Boy Scout and all that stuff. We used to do incredibly in competitions. You know, we learned to tie our knots and light fires and ration out our food and, like, you know, all the simple things, and build shelters and this and that. We were excellent at it, but very mischievous, and we find ourselves getting threatened of being thrown out of almost every camp, you know, like the regional ones that we'd go to and this and that. But we would just you know, be at the top of the list all the time when it came to simple things, or I shouldn't say simple, but like common things, like the building shelters and lighting fires and things like that. I remember that the rest of the crews would look at us and they'd say, these guys are a bunch of idiots. And rightfully so. But when it came time for the competition for the actual acts, we did very well. I wasn't ever fantastic myself, but let's say possibly better than average in a lot of different ways. I wonder if I still have all my stuff too. I probably have it packed away somewhere. Infor Media Live, I'm so sorry. I was supposed to put your channel up next. I had spun the wheel again. We've got Have Cheetah Will View, Infor Media Live. I'm sure we'll be very forgiving. I'll be counting on it. Like I said, they've been a longtime friend of TuberChat as the Information Man Show. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn did a lot of outdoor skills type things as well. Summer camps, yes. All that fluff and stuff. Oh, do I do that? Do I? No, I don't. All that fluff and stuff, yeah. They've been, all that fluff and stuff has always got us, is always engaging conversation here in the chat. They make me laugh often. Have Cheetah Will Views up here right now, 693 subscribers. Like I had said earlier, this creator happens to interview a lot of people on the channel. Now, they do some other stuff, a lot of movie reviews. They're very much an advocate for physical media, like DVDs and things like that. I'm just going to take your latest video and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. They have interviewed countless numbers of artists and producers and I think even singers, actors, all kinds of different creators of all types. And I had been interviewed by Have Cheetah Will View quite some time ago. Actually, forgive the self-promotion, but I just want to see where that video is now because I haven't talked about it for a long time. 758 views. So it's slowed down, but that interview that I did with Have Cheetah Will View still got views for a very long time. So it was really, really cool and not a horrible number of views for an interview. So I'm happy to have done it. But Have Cheetah Will View takes a very interesting approach because when you think about interviews, you might think about a lot of typical conversation or questions that might be asked and things like that. And Have Cheetah Will View took a very different approach and really put a lot of consideration into the topics we discussed as opposed to a lot of the things you usually see me do. I haven't done a lot of panels lately. I hope to get back into doing more of those. I'm usually talking YouTube, helping, you know, with tips, tricks, and things like that. But it's interesting to go back and talk about some other things as well. One of the hints that I can give everybody as well, if you want to be asked to be on panels or interviewed and things like that, because it can really expand your audience to collaborate with others. The idea then is to watch some interviews, watch some discussions between different creators here on YouTube, as well as possibly televised things and this and that. And if you can model yourself as, let's say, the perfect interviewee, right? And I know perfect's a ridiculous word, but what I mean is if you can be considerate to the interviewer and be able to help them keep the conversation going. Some people are more experienced than others. You will find yourself probably being complimented and then possibly being asked to do more and more panels, which is a great thing. So I want to encourage anybody that's thinking about doing those things. There are a lot of people out there willing to do interviews and things like that. You can get a lot of exposure for your channel in that way. Lori's Tech Time is in the house. I've got her on the wheel now. She happens to be a member, as is Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. So I'll add some more names to the wheel as we need them. We've still got 45 minutes to go. We got lots of time to get lots of channels on the screen. Then we're going to go and watch a premiere from the Weightlifting Geek. WellSpare Productions is putting up a super chat for the Stock Explorer. And we've seen lots of creators do that type of thing. Like I said, WellSpare Productions goes over and above when it comes to generosity. That's just an example. So we will put the Stock Explorer up next for WellSpare Productions. So thank you for that. Infor Media Live, like I hit. Oh, we actually did. We look at this channel, and am I being silly? Did we just look at them because they dropped that super chat? Like I had said, most of you know this channel, or many of you will know this channel as the Information Man Show. Yeah, for the life of me, I think I'm being silly here. I find myself just the smallest bit distracted, so pardon me for my silliness today. Infor Media Live wants to help us with our YouTube videos and our channel, so I hope everybody will connect with them. You can see by the presentation on this channel the intent of this particular creator. Mr. Bones, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Word, you know it. Thank you. The Stock Explorer is here now because WellSpare Productions dropped a super chat for them. Adam Gabs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Scratch and Pete PA. Yeah, I don't know why I got confused there for a quick second. Adam Gabs will be on the wheel right now because they happen to be a member. And then, yes, Infor Media Live. You know, one of the things that I love about the idea behind YouTube is that it's not television. So in no other circumstance in life would I ever say that good enough is good enough. But people don't come to YouTube looking for television. You know what I mean? They don't come here looking for perfection. If they did, they'd be searching for televised things, right? So it's okay, you know, to be yourself, really. And a lot of the, let's say, self-help or business gurus and motivational speakers and things like that these days are doing a lot more talking about encouraging people to be themselves as opposed to being polished. So, you know, when you're talking on your live stream, just talk how you talk, you know, and I know that's not the right way to say it, but you know what I mean. When you're making videos, you know, people want to see the real that comes through YouTube. And I promise you, even my biggest video that I've made on my personal channel was full of mistakes, and still didn't affect it at all. So it's just hopefully meant to be taken as encouragement. And Deborah, Fenney, Spirit Orbs, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I know it's been a little while, but that is a longtime friend of TuberChat, so it's great to have you in the house. The Stock Explorer brings us a lot of education, but it's interesting because this particular creator is a perfect example of when I just had said, you know, like talk how you talk, speak how you speak, act how you act, just be yourself. Nora brings us a level-headed and down-to-earth look at the stock market and the crypto markets as well. Neil Macedo I wonder if I'm pronouncing that right, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. Adam Gabs, thank you for that super chat. I've got you on deck to be up next for that reason, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel afterwards, so thank you again. So Nora brings us a level-headed and down-to-earth look. Now, they bring us all three types of content, both in shorts, videos, and live streams. Sometimes there are charts and graphs to be shown, and sometimes it's just a casual conversation. This creator often has product in hand, as you can see, and I have seen them go as far as to invest in a stock, order a product from that company, and then unbox that very product on a live stream on their channel. They also do StreamYard panels. They have other people come up with them. They're willing to hop in with others. And the Stock Explorer is somebody who's become a great friend over a long period of time. They go over and above when it comes to generosity. They're very forthcoming about all things related to investments as well as their own life on their channel. Dory UG Media, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And like I said, it's a level-headed and down-to-earth look at all things crypto and stocks, but they bring us everything from beginner tutorials to get you down with the lingo and familiar with fundamentals, all the way up to advanced topics like options trading with puts and calls, and beginning talks about NFTs in the crypto markets and things like that. They also have a second channel called Tropical Buzz. We got a great look at this channel. It featured yesterday, and this is where Nora from the Stock Explorer wants to bring us on their journey as they plant different things. They happen to be in Florida, but they're doing seed swaps and different things as well, so we'll likely learn a lot more from this creator on this second channel as well. Let me get Adam Gabs up onto the screen. They happen to be a member, but they just dropped a super chat on us, so let's see what they've got going on their channel. Now, Adam Gabs is a fairly popular name, so we're gonna have to go through our filters to get to this channel, and let me just make sure I'm matching their avatar when I get to them. I might have to put quotes around their name and put the filter on channels. There was a link dropped because they did drop a super chat, and that happens right away. Did you recently change the name of your channel? Is that why I'm struggling to find it? I'll get to it another way here. I can use the go-to channel. Maybe I'll drop the link for this channel again. We don't do a lot of links here. They did drop a super chat, so like I said, it was dropped right away by Nightbot or Bottissimo. But I'll see if I can get to it. It'll just take my page a second to propagate here. Yes, Nora does have fur babies. I saw them. I forget if it must have been a live stream. And they're climbing right up on the shoulders there. Adam Gabs is here. I don't know why it was a struggle to get the link for the channel up here through the search results. I don't know what was up with that. I'm just going to drop their link. I usually don't. Mark the Shark, good to see you here. And there's the link for this channel if you want to connect with them. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when you get there. They're fairly new to TuberChat, so I'm still getting to know this particular creator. We can see that they are bringing us shorts as well as videos. I'm just going to check for live streams as well, or if that might be an idea for the future. There they are, so they're streaming as well, which is great. So I'm just going to take their latest video, add this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with this channel and get to know their content a little bit better. The idea, of course, is that every time you're here, I'll promote you a little bit better, or at least we're hoping for that. Classy Cookery, good to see you here, another longtime friend of TuberChat. Annabelle TV is coming up. My internet seems to be choking just the littlest bit. Hopefully it'll hold itself together. Annabelle TV has 569 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're going to be thinking about. And you have to pardon me and my frustration for a second while my everything wants to freeze for just a moment. Annabelle TV, gardening, food reviews, challenges, and real talk with a touch of humor, which is absolutely the case. They've been doing a lot of these, they're almost like a mukbang style challenge lately. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They just put one out an hour ago. I'm just going to put that, add that video into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with Annabelle TV. They're here with us almost every day, as a matter of fact, and they happen to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel right away. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Let's get them on here. And they are bringing us video streams and shorts as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Now, they've got a premiere coming up, but I've already got my notification on for that. And what I've been recommending to everybody lately is to put notification bells or notification reminders on for everything. We always put the bell on for everyone, but to put those notifications on as well here, because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the algorithm. The BC Family Dispatcher, yeah, it's probably time for you to be on the wheel now. I'll put you on right now. I know it takes a long time. Today's been another very busy day. I do appreciate everybody's patience. I'm going to spin. We'll get another channel up here. I need just a quick moment. We're going to see who's coming up, and then I'll be back in a second. Scratch and PPA is going to be the next channel that we're going to talk about. I'll be back in 1 second here. Okay, pardon me for that. Let's get Scratch and PPA onto the screen. Now, this is one of the most supportive creators that I have met. I've been on YouTube for just over 5 years now, and TuberChat's been here for just over 2 years. But Scratch and PPA is a shining jewel here in the TuberChat family. He's built up an unbelievable reputation as both a moderator and a supporter. I used to make a joke all the time about the idea that I think there are more tributes to Scratch and PPA on different social networks than any other member of the TuberChat family, because he's so unbelievably supportive. Now, he runs a series of videos that come out with pure consistency. Every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, he has a premiere. He always gets those set up by Saturday, so he's got them now. I'm just putting those notifications on. You'll notice this glitch that when a creator has an upcoming live stream or premiere in the featured video position, the notification doesn't stick for some reason. So I find myself turning it on constantly, but that's just something that we deal with. You see what I mean? So anyways, I've got it on now. Now, I literally have an alarm on my phone to make sure I don't miss Scratch and PPA's premieres unless it's absolutely necessary. But what you're going to find when you get there is one of the fastest rolling chats that you've seen on all of YouTube. Faster than TuberChat, faster than most others. Because he seems to be everywhere all the time supporting everyone, all of that support comes rushing back in just a flood of support for him during his 10 to 15 minute videos. And like I said, that's every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. He also does giveaways. He interacts with other creators, but it's a lot of fun to be a part of. Now, it's an interactive series of videos, which means that you get the chance to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. So it sets his series apart, makes it unique, and that's a lot of fun to be a part of as well. So I hope you'll check that out and see what I mean. You can take inspiration from the way that Scratch and Pete PA has used the outside social networks to marry interactivity into his series. And then, like I said, you will be overwhelmed when you see what it's like to have a chat that just blazes at super speed. So with 1,160 subscribers right now, he's well more than halfway towards 1,200. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. When we talk about the idea of swapping playlists, anybody's free to do that here in the chat. Just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists, and then you can reach out to any other creator you see say that as well. But if anybody here has the time to run a playlist, runs about 17 hours now, is Scratch and Pete PA. He's got all Scratch and Pete playlists. It's got all 79 of his videos, and it will end with the upcoming premiere. And we will all consider it a favor, as Scratch and Pete PA long surpassed his 1,000 subscribers and is now just working on watch hours. We're all going to be excited for him to get monetized. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get our next channel up. The BC Family Dispatcher is going to be coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And there you go. Yes, Scratch and PPA says they are willing to swap playlists. So if anybody wants to do that, just simply say the same thing. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The BC Dispatcher is up right now. This is another creator I'm still getting to know. They've got over 300 subscribers already. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They must be thinking about 400 by now. They do a lot of gameplay, but they've also got some shorts videos here, as we can see. I can see I'm behind with them. Oh, they did another shout out for TuberChat. Interesting. Oh, they just did that. Interesting. I'm gonna let's watch it. I don't watch a lot of videos while we're on, but this is really short. I probably won't get a copyright strike for that. Thank you for that shout out again. And then I should give you a thumbs up there, but I missed it. It's okay. I'm gonna add that video into my watch later list, so I make sure that I catch it after. But thank you for that. And the BC Family Dispatcher, I'm just going to take a longer video from you and put it in my catch-up list here, a Roblox video, and that will help me to get caught up and give you a few minutes of watch time there. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to the BC Family Dispatcher. They have been with TuberChat for several weeks now. I think it's already a couple of months. So palettes, pouts, perfumes, and panning, our bet is that running a playlist more than one time does not count. Because otherwise somebody could just make 10 videos and then just run them on repeat until they're monetized, right? Or even if two creators wanted to try to do that for each other. So I've done a lot of experimenting. A lot of other creators who've come through the TuberChat family have. But I would much rather recommend everybody to meet somebody new and get another playlist buddy than to go through the effort of running a playlist a second time, because running a playlist gives the watch hours that we're hoping for, obviously, but the real magic in swapping playlists, and the reason why I mention it here so much on TuberChat, is in the friendship that is made with the other creator when making the arrangement. Because let's say you have 20 videos right now, or in Scratch and Pete PA's case, 79 videos. It's wonderful that somebody's going to run all those videos for you today. But if you become friends with them, you will find yourself favoring them, and you will find yourself being favored by them. The idea then is, if you come out with another 50 videos this year, like Scratch and PPA is going to do, that 52 actually, then they will likely watch most of them. And that's where the real watch hours start to stack up. Thank you, Adam Gabs, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. We just looked at that channel, but I really do appreciate that extra support from you. A bam, Gabs. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Now I know why I couldn't find the channel easily. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you then. If it's Abem Gabs, not Adam. I'm sorry. I saw that the wrong way. There we go. If we spell it right, we probably get to the channel with no problem. Chris's Clever Craft is up right now. This is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. This is somebody who else has become a great friend to me over a long period of time. They are very considerate about helping other creators grow. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That is Jennifer Ainger with a slight name change there. Chris's Clever Craft puts a lot of focus on other people's milestones and things like that. They actually recently did a shout-out video for Scratch and PPA. But Chris's Clever Craft has an interesting property. They give us a great look at their home and their life, the creator behind the channel. They give us sometimes just a look around, a lot of do-it-yourself videos, a few product reviews or unboxings, and sometimes even a story to be told as well. They do well with series. They've got a series they've just completed, which is trading some work for a car, which is really, really cool. I love the idea of bartering. I love the idea of trading. It's something you can do in and out of YouTube as well. If there are things you enjoy or don't enjoy, you can trade favors with other people who enjoy or don't enjoy opposite things, and that can really help. And then, of course, there's always the opportunity to get paid for things as well. So, Chris's Clever Craft, hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They bring fun everywhere they go, including here in TuberChat, but I see them out supporting others all the time. So I hope you'll get that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with them. We don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards their next milestone, whatever that might be. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones, whether it's, you know, working on your first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. Now, Chris's Clever Craft may not be with us because he said he was coming by quickly, but when we look at the bottom of his homepage, we see that he's got another... Oh, we did. Maybe he moved them. He moved his other channels. He's got a few other channels. Oh, here they are. Yes, okay, I'm being silly. Again, he's got a couple more channels here at the bottom of his front page. 2 of these are gaming channels, and then another one with some polarizing content, but you can check those out when you get there. Next up is Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. Now, pardon me if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment. If that's the case, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention TuberChat, Connect, and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll try to catch it the next time around. Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is up now. This is Tracy and Phoebe, a couple of creators who are bringing us beauty products in many different ways. There are product reviews, unboxings, and sometimes even an almost top 5 type of list. They do shorts, videos, and live streams, so all 3 types of content. They're active on the other social networks, Instagram and Twitter. And even though we don't have a sub count here, we just want to, again, push them towards their next milestone. We want to see this channel hit 500 so that they can get that community tab out. And then thank you, all that fluff and stuff. And I didn't quite get through my whole coffee, but I'm going to. All that fluff and stuff is reminding me, about my coffee, which is nice and cold now because it's been an hour and a half or 2 hours or whatever it's been. And then we're looking at Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. Tracy has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. You will find her co-host Phoebe with her often as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this channel. They bring us a little bit more variety in the shorts that they're putting out, obviously, but it's great to see they're getting some activity on some of these as well. Shorts can be a great addition to any channel, or almost any channel. So let's spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next. Yes, the Stock Explorer, the struggle is real. You should see, actually, for those of you who are fans of coffee, the Stock Explorer will go by Wawa. We don't have that in Canada, but in the States, I know what that is, right? The gas station, and they go and they get their coffee, and it's just monstrous. We have the same size here, but it's not. It's very rare that I would drink anything of that size all at once. But it's something else to see from the Stock Explorer. Derek's Journey's dropping a super chat on us, so we're going to look at that channel next. Thank you for that extra support. I really do appreciate that. And right now we're looking at Corinne's life. Now, Corinne has become a dear friend over a long period of time. She's a moderator, of course, and I keep describing all of our moderators as dear friends of myself, dear friends of each other. They all show generosity way over and above the typical things that we talk about here. Oh, a Yeti mug. Is that the same company that makes the $400 cooler that holds like 12 cans of whatever? I don't drink enough coffee yet to be thinking about an investment of that size, but it might be a consideration at some point. A friend of mine did a review of one of those coolers. His girlfriend had bought the cooler. It's like $400 or something for, you know, a cooler that holds like 12 cans of something, which is fine, and I'm sure it's great, but a bit out of my pay grade for right now. So Corinne's life has almost 1,900 subscribers. Like I said, she's been a dear friend for a long time. Now her channel brings us a great look at everything that is Corinne's life. Now she happens to be a small business owner, so in between the vlogs, the product reviews, the random live streams, you will find a behind the scenes look at the creation of merchandise. This is what she does, and she prints everything from hats to mugs to t-shirts to vinyl stickers, Christmas ornaments. Tumblers are a big thing with her lately. Almost anything that can be printed she can do, and she's busy all the time. You see a lot of her you see a lot of her products coming through the YouTube streets, especially here in the TuberChat family as well. So it's great that we can learn from this creator, but as well have a resource that we can turn to when it's time to monetize through merchandise for either our channels or our businesses. I didn't mean to spin the wheel there, and I did something almost detrimental. I thought I lost my list for a second. Derek's Journey's coming up next because they dropped a super chat on us. They've done that countless times, and for that reason we're looking at their channel right away. But thank you for that extra support. I really do appreciate that, of course. Derek's Journey wants to motivate us with fitness more than anything else. I'm just going to add another couple of names onto our wheel. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn is going to come up on the wheel. All that fluff and stuff. Classy Cookery. And I'll get another couple of names in a moment. I'm going to have to start rifling through names because we got about 20 minutes, and then we're going to go and watch a video from the Weightlifting Geek for the first time. Derek's Journey has 1,400 subscribers. Like I said, they want to motivate us with fitness more than anything else. You get that from the banner here. But as well, when we get into their front page, you'll see a lot of featured channels. So they're putting a lot of focus on helping others hit milestones, promoting other channels. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when you get there. I'm going to set my notification for their next premiere, which is coming up tonight, actually in a couple of hours. And then as well, this creator gives us a great look at their family life behind the channel as well. And they expand their content into different categories by bringing us product reviews and taking us on adventures with the whole family, actually. So I'm just going to take one of their latest vacation videos. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up a little bit. Again, Derek's Journey's posting frequently, so I find myself falling behind with them often. I'm just going to put Thrifting with MJ Beans up on the screen because I already spun the wheel. Thank you one more time, Derek's Journey, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Trish the Natural has dropped a super chat on us as well, so that channel is going to come up next. And thank you for the kind words. I really do appreciate that. Trish the Natural is somebody I'm still getting to know, but we're going to look at their channel in another moment. Thrifting with MJ Beans has been with us a few times now. 334 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Outgoing Azzy's in the house. It's good to see you here. And Derek's Journey's doing some shout outs as well. So that's not a surprise because that creator puts a lot of focus on promoting others. Macic's team is back in the house. So, Thrifting with MJ Beans, I'm just going to take one of your latest videos, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll be able to run or watch that video. The idea, of course, is that, you know, as you're here more often, your channel gets put up on the screen. I get to know the channel a little bit more, eventually get to know your content by watching videos and hanging out in live streams and things like that over weeks and months. And then eventually I do a better job of promoting your channel when you're here. The other thing too is that I really enjoy getting to know creators behind channels. So anybody can reach out to me anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time. But I love talking YouTube. It doesn't have to be questions. It can be if there's something you think I can help with. But I also enjoy hearing lessons learned along the way and observations that people make both here in TuberChat and outside. Anything that can help everybody. Abum Gabs, thank you very much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that a couple of times today. I really do appreciate the extra support. I only ever put up a channel once per stream, but I really do appreciate that extra support that much more for that reason. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. We're doing well. We've got over 90 thumbs up now. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. I'm going to drop a link right now for the raid we're going to go and do. The live redirect is set. We're going to go to the Weightlifting Geek for a premiere. I'm going to get a few more channels on the screen. We'll get as many as we can. Trish the Natural, thank you one more time for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. 345 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther, maybe even up to the 350. That will put them halfway on the road to 400. Jeremy D-Day, let me get you onto the wheel. Jeremy D-Day, somebody who's been with me from the very beginning. Outgoing Azzy, I haven't watched that video yet. And then thank you, all that fluff and stuff. And then, Trish the Natural, I'm going to take another video because I want to get to know this channel a little bit better. I must have done this yesterday. I took a video and put it in my catch-up list, but I haven't run the whole list yet. So I will get through that. And the idea, of course, like I keep saying, is that over time I watch more and more of your content, get to know your channel a little bit better, and then you'll hear in a lot of the stories that I tell that I promote you a little bit better every time you're here. Classy Cookery is coming up, another longtime friend of TuberChat, and I see that You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden is in the house. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly for you. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll assume that I'm right. You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. All that fluff and stuff, you caused this. I can't help myself but want to dig at people when there's an opportunity. So all that fluff and stuff has induced making me laugh. So Classy Cookery is bringing us delicious looking content, but this is a generous creator who's also willing to collaborate with others. Now they're fully monetized with super chats and memberships available when we get there. Almost 3,000 subscribers. They've been a long time friend of TuberChat. But I've seen them collaborate with others as well, and that's a great way to expand your audience, so I'm always happy to see that. I'm sure I'm behind with them, so I'm just going to take one of their latest videos. I'm going to take one from a few weeks ago here. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, and that will just help me catch up a little bit more. But they're posting frequently, almost once a week, which is great. And we see Classy Cookery around supporting other channels as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Lori's Tech Time is going to be the next channel that we're going to look at. I'm going to put Deborah Fenney Spirit Orbs onto the wheel. It's been a while since we've seen that channel, so I'll be looking forward to seeing what she's been coming up with. Facing Reality is having the wait of a lifetime today. Lori's Tech Time is officially on the road to 1K with over 900 subscribers now. Deborah Fenney Spirit Orbs is on there. And I'll get some more... I'll drop the link another couple of times for the raid that we're going to do in another 12 minutes or so. Lori's Tech Time brings us gadget and tech reviews, usually from a subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club, which they introduced to us here in the TuberChat family. Lori's Tech Time lately, though, has been doing a lot of video game live streaming, but this creator always gives everybody a warm welcome and is able to keep up with the chat as well as the gameplay, which is interesting to see as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her as well. She will allow and encourage other people to connect with each other, so you'll meet more friends and family members while you're over there. I'd be interested to see what you've done with Battle Cats this time. You can see that she mixes up the games just to try to test different things that will entice the audience, if that makes sense, and keep everybody engaged, which is cool. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. All that fluff end stuff is coming up from Australia, and there's an interesting video that they're talking about there. Throwing gas on the smoker to get it lit. Yes, you have to be careful with that. The first time I ever tried starting a barbecue by myself, I didn't realize, I should have known, but I didn't realize you have to have the lid up. So I turned the propane on, and then when I finally got it lit and lifted the thing, it poof, I lost my eyelashes, just about my eyebrows and everything. It was something else, but it was fine. An entertaining story to tell, I'm sure. So 1,100 subscribers for all that fluff and stuff right now. They tell us that it is always summer in the Whit Sundays, and that's something I've only learned from them. But all that fluff and stuff is actually out on the water all the time. You never know with Jeannie and Jaden. Thank you very much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, especially considering it's your first time here. Your channel, for that reason, will be the next one that we look at before I spin the wheel again. The Stock Explorer, yes. Boom is right. So all that fluff and stuff, we got to check out that video, the 15-minute mark in the one that they're talking. Let's look through their videos here and see what they're talking about. I didn't see it myself. Here we go. I was there, but I didn't see the that part. So 15 minutes into their latest stream. All that fluff and stuff. And this creator's bringing us shorts as well as videos and a lot of live streaming lately, actually. As soon as this creator started live streaming, now they're just hammering it like every couple of days. So I hope everybody will connect with them, but one of the other tips that they've given us is that every time they put out a video, they put out a short to go along with it as well to promote it, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to take your most popular video. I've never actually seen this. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, just so I can run through another few minutes here. The next channel that's coming up, You Never Know, with Jeannie and Jaden is coming up. All that fluff and stuff brings us out on the water. They bring us reef fishing, mud crabbing, snorkeling, and now a lot of cooking live streams as well. There's You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden. There's Derek's Journey, featured right on their channel. Another couple of familiar faces as well. You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden. Had you been here before, or did we connect outside? Forgive me for not being certain about that. Oh, okay, forgive me. You've been here once before. I'm so sorry. I thought you were here for the first time, but I see this video right here is the one that I must have watched before anything else. So I'm going to take another video from your channel because I want to get to know your content a little bit better, and the idea is that then every time you're here I'll be able to promote you a little bit better as well. They dropped a super chat on us, so we put their channel up right away, but You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden. I'm just want to skim through your videos here for a second. So they're bringing us some motivation with fitness. We can see a lot of that. But it looks like we get a great look at the creator behind the channel as well. And it looks like their family life also, which is great. Jose G, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if that's meant to be pronounced in a different way, but it's good to have you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Facing reality, the wait is over. And 5 minutes before the end of today's stream, you are up. I'm just getting the link again for the raid we're going to go to next, which is for the Weightlifting Geek. They've got a premiere coming up. They will have a live chat that runs along with that. We'll be able to continue meeting more friends and family members when we're over there with them, the same way that we do here in TuberChat. And then... okay, thank you, Rusty's Rambles. I'm sorry we didn't get to your channel today. I try to get to as many channels as I can. It's always based on how active you are in the chat, much more than how long you're here. And I have a robot that calculates all that kind of stuff. But hopefully next time we'll get a chance to look at your channel. They've got a premiere coming up, so we know if we connect with Rusty's Rambles, we'll have brand new content from them. Freshball Collects is here as well. I have to put them on the wheel because they are a member. So we've got just enough time to slip through another few channels. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Facing Reality has just over 1,000 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,100 that they'll be thinking about, but it looks like they've got their 1,000 locked in. I think I took this volleyball video yesterday and put it in my catch-up list. As you can see, I did, but I didn't get through that list yet, so I'll try to do that in the next day or two. Facing Reality is a longtime friend of TuberChat. They tell us that they bring us positive messages in a fun way. They certainly do in their content, but also everywhere that they go. So they're out supporting other creators. They have been an incredibly engaging creator here in the chat. They induce a lot of discussion between everybody, and I really appreciate that because this is a creator who's not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share lessons learned along the way, and we can all learn from each other so that we can make the best decisions for our channels and our videos. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. They are another creator who I say comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, but they talk more about gardening than anything else. And, you know, I often categorize channels together because I see them out supporting each other. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn is found everywhere all the time, bouncing in between premieres and live streams, supporting other creators. So I hope you'll connect with them and get some of that support coming back to you as well. They've got 150 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm going to take one of their latest videos here, the latest one. Strawberry jam, eh? I'm going to take this and put it in my catch-up list. I'm interested to see this. My mother used to make strawberry jam when we were kids all the time. I remember going strawberry picking, but I don't think I ever was interested enough to watch the process, even though I may have and I forget now. But I'm interested to see how you get that done. But that looks like a beautiful bowl of strawberries that they're getting ready right there in that shorts video as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Garden at Table with Heather Lynn. And then, oh, Scratch and PPA. No, that's okay. That's all right. We're almost finished. Thank you very much. Scratch and PPA is offering to give their spot up. But, oh, I didn't actually. Yeah, we looked at your channel. Sorry. See, Scratch and PPA is so unbelievably generous that it wouldn't be a surprise. I forgot to take them off the wheel, so we'll see what we're going to do for time here. But I forgot to tell, I forgot to ask the Weightlifting Geek to make sure they had a long intro on their premiere. But it's okay. We're going to get over there. We might just go in a minute of overtime here. Deborah Fenney Spirit Orbs is a longtime friend of TuberChat. It's been a little while, so forgive me. I know I'm behind with you here. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos and put this in my catch-up list. That will help me just catch up with a few minutes of watch time here. Deborah Fenney Spirit Orbs has pretty much been a friend of TuberChat from the beginning. I think it's been a very long time. And when you think about it, TuberChat's been here for over 2 years now. So it kind of speaks volumes about some of the generosity of some of the creators that are, you know, supporting all of this time. You know, and Deborah Fenney Spirit Orbs has got a lot of shorts going on. Great to see you're getting some activity on a couple of these. And I'll look forward to catching up with you. We'd love to push her a little bit farther towards the 300 subscribers that they're thinking about. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Jeremy D-Day is coming up. This is the second channel from JD Knight 7, and this is a creator who has been with TuberChat from the beginning. They've actually been connected to me personally for about 2.5 years. And, you know, you wonder to yourself, who's still going to be with you a year or two down the road after you start your YouTube channel? Jeremy D-Day is here most of the time, almost for every live stream, still after 400 episodes of TuberChat. They've got a second channel now. They're doing a lot of shorts here, as we can see, as well as videos. And when we get down to JD Knight 7, we see that they've got over 4,100, almost 4,200 subscribers there now. I'm just going to spin the wheel for fun. We're going to get to Freshball Collects. Forgive me for the channels we didn't get to today. I always try to get through as many as we can, but we are out of time. We're going to go over to the Weightlifting Geek for a premiere right now. When we look at Freshball Collects, we see a creator that brings us a look at numismatic collectible coins as well as precious metals. And when I hover over one of the videos, you get an idea of the kind of things that they're showing us. Most of us have seen that kind of thing before in our own areas. Arrangement of channels and the list being displayed on the screen. Yes. Thank you for asking, Trish the Natural. I have a robot here called Bottissimo. And if I refresh it here, what you're going to see, that you recognize this robot because it's in the chat leaving messages, but it also keeps statistics in the background. It's a paid service, but I do love it. And what it does is makes an arbitrary calculation between how active you are in the chat. It's counting messages and things like that, as well as how long you're here. It marks how many hours each creator's been here. It makes this calculation between the two of them and then puts them on the list in this order. When I get down to about 5 or 6 names on the wheel, I look over at the list and I add names in order based on who's been most active. When we get around to the end of the stream, I have to start doing it a little bit manually because we get over 100 channels that come through every day on average, and you know that makes for a really long list, as you can imagine. But hopefully hopefully I'm explaining that well enough. It's time for us to go over to the Weightlifting Geek for their premiere. I'm going to drop the link one more time. But thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here in TuberChat. We are likely not going to be here tomorrow. I just have some family obligations to take care of. I expect to be here on Monday, maybe even a little bit earlier than the regular time. But you can keep track of our homepage, and I will update that as soon as I possibly can. Let's go over to the Weightlifting Geek, and you'll be able to meet more friends and family members over there. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.